embrace a new future. Good morning, friends, and welcome back once again. Thank you for joining me. You're with Elvertine, a void elf warrior, blacksmith, fisherman, fisherwoman, fisherperson. What else are we? Miner, and sometimes a chef. So we're going to continue on our professional leveling journey. And this time we can change from the obsidian ore farming to elementium, and maybe some pyrite as well. So for this farming expedition we're going to try the Twilight Highlands, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can get a portal out there, possibly without having to do all the quests. Just literally jump in the portal. Let's have a look. Here are the portals over here. Tolbarad, Deepholm, Vashtir, Oldham, Hyjal, and finally Twilight Highlands. So Twilight Highlands is a pretty good farming location. Let's have a look. Once again, we'll mount up. Let's check out the map. As you can see, full of colour. So we're going to head off now and see what kind of area this is for farming. It's pretty early in the morning. It's a pretty popular farming destination. So never quite sure how we're going to go here. Oops, might try and stay in the air if possible. Sometimes there's treasure here. Can't see a treasure chest, we'll continue on. There's the horde base over there. Probably avoid that. We'll just work our way up and around. There's many different routes or circuits we can take. But we're going to start with a sort of outer rim, I guess, and maybe pop up there a little bit, come down, maybe all the way down there as well. There's some fish. I might try grabbing some fish at some point. I think I'd like to get started on the ore first, just to see how we go with it. If it's being farmed already, then it's kind of a waste of an area. So I'm never quite sure when I look at the mini-map how frequent the spawns should be. We should at least see one around here. A little bit ominous already. Haven't seen a single piece. We'll head to the outer rim of the mountains. And now we'll head along the ridge line here. See if we can find some ore. Okay, not a single piece so far. Makes me nervous. Maybe we have to go back in time with Sidormi, and there's a piece of ore. Elementium. Okay, giving me a little bit of hope, finally. Let's have a look at the big map. And some over here. Okay, I guess there is some ore around. I think one of the advantages with the elementium ore is, unlike the obsidian, you don't have to fold it. There's some pyrites as well, kind of It's not as urgent to get pyrite, but it's good to get the pyrite. I think pyrite is the rare version of ore in this expansion, like titanium was in Wrath of the Lich King, I think. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. There's a potential for treasure just over the mountain there, but they're in huts. I don't think I'm going to go inside those huts. So I'll come around this side. The Humboldt conflagration. Let's head up this way. Sometimes there's ore just along this ridge line here. And not as generous as I'd hoped. Maybe we need to find Zidormi. Can't see if she's actually marked on the map. We'll keep going, we'll persist. Might cut across. There's some more there. Finding 3 nodes in half a lap is pretty poor, so I'm thinking it might be farmed already. Otherwise I can't really account for its absence. Well, we're getting some. It's there, but we should be getting a lot more, I think. More pyrite. There's a little valley here. Might head up into the valley. Should be a couple of pieces up in this valley for sure. We'll start by going up this way. Worm's Bend. I don't want to fly too high up in the air. Otherwise you've just got to fly all the way down. Well, nothing here. So we've been going about 8 minutes approximately. And we've got how much? Oh, I haven't learned the mining recipe. Okay. 13 pieces of ore. So that doesn't seem like that much to me. I know Oldham is a very good place to farm this ore, so I might consider Oldham as an alternative. Okay, a couple of pieces here. Just head out here a little bit further in the valley. Grim Batol. dungeons for Cataclysm. It's a pretty good dungeon, I think. Quite enjoyed Grim Battle. Okay, one last chance out here, and that's a no. So let's have a look. Where are we? Could we fly up to the mountains lake? Have a look up here. Do a lap of the lake. The Twilight Citadel. I think the whole storyline was basically a cult that had awakened or was worshipping Deathwing, a dragon. Something like that. Deathwing was like this enormous dragon, like just insanely big, who had been like asleep under the ground, I think, and woke up and wrecked a bunch of cities and changed the landscape. A lot of players had mixed feelings about the Cataclysm expansion, insofar as even the actual, normally the world changes with each expansion, but Cataclysm had changed the geography of the game quite substantially. Anyway, it's the thing about change. It's never necessarily comfortable. But is it necessary, is the question. I think life is change, personally. It's always evolving and changing. I think there's another node underwater here. There is, indeed. I've noticed in this expansion they changed the elementals artwork, which is pretty cool. Well, I thought it was. Okay, let's come back down into the valley proper. There's a node down here I can see somewhere. Just a little bit out of sight there. Skull Crusher. I can't decide if someone's farming this ore. Like, there is ore. It just doesn't seem like there's as much as there usually is. Might try Oldham as an alternative. You can always come back here. It's pretty easy to get around the world with the portals. Now, how do we go inside for these ones? I think there's a cave system, and I'm not keen on going inside a cave system, so I might just stay outside and we'll head along here. Might just head out here a little bit first and cut back in. this way. And oh, there's a rich vein, that's nice. Okay, I think that is it. Oh no, look, one more piece there. See, that's the frequency that I thought I'd be finding the ore, like literally one after the other. And so on. Let's go out to High Bank. That's a complete lap now. So we got 51 pieces of ore, which is about 25 bars, and interestingly a lot more pyrite than I thought. 12 bits of ore. 6 bars, I think. Deep sea sagefish. I wonder where Sidormi is, if she's here at all. I would have guessed this would be the perfect place for Sidormi if she was going to be anywhere at all. It'd be here somewhere. Oh, I was mistaken about the portal. Alright, not to worry. I will just hearth back. I might go to the Heroes Call board, I think it is. What's it called? This thing here, Heroes Call board. I was right. Okay. Chromie's Call. Oldham, there we go. Okay, now let's maybe see. Where's Chromie? She's over here somewhere. So we can select a timeline here. Do we want to change the timeline to Cataclysm? Why not? It's very clever how they do this, I think. Twilight Highlands, blah blah blah. Deep Home, Netherstorm. Okay, so we have a starting point now. We're gonna. Oh, what's she doing there? Okay. While I'm here, I might go to my mining trainer. Now, I wonder if the portals from earlier are still active. If that's a thing. Check it out. They seem to be. Let's catch a portal to Oldham. Right, so here we are in Oldham. Grab the flight path over here. let's continue on our mining journey. So we'll head sort of in this direction. This should help me with my experience, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I was probably a bit silly not to do it earlier with Vashtia. I'm still kind of getting my head around the time walking feature of the game, to be honest. Ah, there we go. That's way better. Did you see how much experience I just got? My god, that's incredible. Okay, so this is way, way better. Getting some good ore already as well. So we're going to head along the ridge line. I actually used to do quite a lot of farming back in the day. Love these little guys, sand pygmies. I think they use a lot of poison, if I recall, in their fighting. I love Oldham actually as an area, just in general. It's kind of got an Egyptian flavour to it. It was definitely a good design choice at the time, like a sort of hybrid between an ancient Sumerian and an ancient Egyptian. Just really added a great atmosphere to the game. Good music as well, from what I remember anyway. Good dungeons, exciting dungeons. And this farming already is a lot more lucrative. As you can see, I'm pretty much stopping every few moments to grab ore. So there's a good lesson for me as someone who is unfamiliar with the time walking system, just because I haven't really been paying attention to the game. Time walking is your friend if you want to level up as you farm, which is kind of what I want to do. I want to be able to hit, particularly want to hit level 40 so I can get my fast mount. I'm almost halfway through the level now, which is a massive, massive improvement. Already up to 43 pieces of ore. Very nice. Let's head up along the cliff line here. Some pyrite, that's good. There's just ore everywhere, isn't there? I wonder if this is the nature of the phasing. I wonder if because I'm time walking, I don't actually appear on the map of players who aren't time walking. That's a good question. Deserves an answer at some point. Grand sweeping desert views, which I like. Getting a lot of pyrite as well, which I also like. Oops. Bit of a freezing graphics card there. Also, when I mine, I'm getting lots of the volatile elements. These earth and fire, occasionally water as well, which is good. I think elementium, from memory, is the currency that allows you to purchase recipes. Pretty sure. This is the level of mining success I'd expected or hoped for in the Twilight Hills. Some war machines there. Never really particularly enjoyed the Twilight Hills as an area, as a zone. Just didn't feel it was as creative as it could have been. Black belly mudfish. Let's check it out. Still looking for the type of fish that will sell really well. None of the fish so far have sold particularly well. Volatile water, that's always welcomed. Okay, two fish. Now the ore spawns annoyingly on both sides of the river, on the lake, sorry. I might head over this side first. And swing back around. Should grab the flight path actually. Okay, there we go. Let's come around this side. We'll head over the other side of the lake in a second. Oops. Grab this ore first. There's usually one spawn site just over here with the ore. Come around here a little bit. Along the cliff line. There's usually another one just along here. Pyrite. Once once again, very welcome. There's one just over here. All the way down the bottom. Now we'll head back over this side of the mountains and we'll work the ridge line down and around to the south. You'll notice too that most of the nodes are not guarded by any mobs, so getting into a fight is quite rare in Oldham, for better or worse. I'm not sure if that's a positive or a negative. Depends on your play style, I suppose. I think in the next episode we'll give the Twilight Hills another chance now that we are time walking. Time walking is the thing. My new best friend. Oh, I just leveled up to 75 in Cataclysm, sorry. And I'm now a Cataclysmic Master of Mining. The one weird thing about this area is the camels. I just like the most ridiculous looking camels you've ever seen. It's almost like there was some kind of inside joke with the game developers, because they're the goofiest animals you've ever laid your eyes on. There's usually one more piece of ore down the end here. It's worth checking out. Then we'll spin along the coast, south coast. Okay, unlucky. So we'll head along here now. There's usually just one node. It's a bit annoying actually, because you've got to get all the way over to that mountain until the ore starts spawning again. But sometimes here in this little harbour, there's a node. There's a flight path, grab that. Come along here. Seen any archaeology sites for quite a while. Kind of forgotten about archaeology. Maybe I should do a separate series on archaeology only, leveling up, or choose one of my existing characters and just do archaeology only for a while. Looking for treasure here. Not seeing any treasure. But it's good to know that's where to look. I like the scarab beetle motif. Okay, so this mountain here in front is usually pretty decent for ore. You get like several nodes. You just have to make a decision on which way you're going to fly around it. I usually go up this way first, and then I'll spin around and go back the other way, because you often have to come up to the top to find the nodes. That's a dungeon floating up there, by the way, if you didn't know that, in the sky. I quite like that dungeon. Here we go. To 64 pieces. Gonna drop down a bit here. Immortal Colossus. What would it be like to be immortal? I wonder. We'll just go around the mountain a little bit further. And then we will head over to the other side of the river. So now I head just sort of down here like this. There's a sort of lower ridge line along the river. We'll cross over to that side. In just a second we'll switch over. Just want to see if there's any treasure, and there is a treasure chest. That's really good. Let's grab it. A silken treasure chest. Nice. Staff of Old Woes. Very good. Hopefully we can sell that for a few dollars. I'm being silly, of course. A few gold, I mean. Okay, we'll come up and around this mountain. Finding that staff made me very happy because I used my add-on to find it. I had no idea there was a treasure chest there. You probably notice that the treasure chest just blends into the landscape. You've just got to kind of know it's there. It's unlikely you would just notice it randomly. Okay, we'll come around the side of this mountain. And no, there is a piece just here. I'll have a quick look over here for another treasure chest. Not seeing it. Let's just check out. What I might do is head up this way. This is a tricky bit here in terms of farming. I always ask myself, should I just cut across or should I just check out the next part? Holes of Origination, excellent dungeon. Let's head over this way. No, actually I just came from there. I'm going to head that way. Pyramid here, pretty cool. I don't know why they put buttresses on the outside of the pyramid though. I don't think pyramids need buttresses. That's the beauty of the pyramid, that it stands without need of buttress. Okay, there's possible treasure chests along here. Can't see it. Almost completed a full lap now. Let's come along this ridge line. Come back over this side, there's usually a spawn somewhere here. Okay, back along here. Oh, there's possibly some treasure. I don't want to go down there. Treasure. No, it's probably underground anyway. Just swing around the back here. Sometimes there's a spawn over here. And then this way. Once again, treasure. Sometimes here. Not seeing it. Elementium. That's what I like to see. So my Hearthstone has another 4 minutes, so I think I'll go for another 4 minutes and then head back to Stormwind. We do need a lot of ore anyway, so it's never a bad thing. No such thing as too much ore. And how are we doing? 85 pieces, that's pretty good. That's kind of from one lap of Oldham. I got a few obviously in the Twilight Highlands. It's pretty good. Not as good as Vashjir on my seahorse, of course. That was just crazy making. Okay, 2 spawns. Oh, definitely take that one. Very close to the next level as well, level 38. 3 minutes, maybe I should definitely hit level 38 as well. That would be a nice feeling of symmetry to this episode. So I'll do that as well. I think it'll actually just coincide anyway. There's a node up here as well. Double nodes. There we are. And I've just earned Bladestorm. Such a good spell, Bladestorm. It's like your death and destruction spell. This whirling, spinning, sort of crazy spell where you just spin around and kill everyone in your path. Okay, one more node and we'll head back to Stormwind. There it is, lucky last. And we've got ourselves 100 pieces of ore. Another bit of nice symmetry to end this session. So we'll head back. First thing we've got to do obviously is smelt. Let's jump over there. Open up mining. And let's go ahead and smelt, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so there's the elementium all smelted down. Let's go back to our blacksmithing recipe book. No, that's mining. There we go. So we are going to start with shoulders. Let's go ahead and create a few of these. Actually, let me just check something. Yep, okay, shoulders it is. Okay, let's see if there's any more recipes. There are. Getting that. Open up that again. And now some legards. Am I saying it right? I don't know. Okay. No, let's keep going. Keep going with the leggeds, I think. Might as well. We can make 5. Okay. Now we've run out of elementium. And we can train in these recipes. Okay, well, we'll have to be farming again to get some more ore, but that's enough for today. So I'd like to thank you once again for joining me on this professional leveling journey. Please feel free to like and subscribe and join me again soon. Bye for now.